readings today.
Yeah, I'm trying right now.
I know, so am I. I've been trying this morning.
Meow. 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 Welcome to Mystic Moons Live. How are you tonight? How are you today? Are you prepared for only 2 more days left of this year? I am. This has been like such a year. Such a, like a boogaboo year, as you could say, for lack of a better word. Oops. This has been an intense year. Now, we're giving readings tonight, for a little bit. Is there anything, anyone out there who would like to have a reading for to end this year? Was 2024 fabulous for you? If it was, congratulations. I'm glad. If it wasn't, well, 2025 will be better. We'll make it better. Now, sometimes in a year of calamities and stuff, they can have a very good effect. It's almost like giving your body, detoxing the body. Perhaps we should look upon 2025 as a detox year. Detox. Now, what can you look forward to? 2025. Hello. Hello, Molly. How are you doing? Nice to see you. How are you going to have? Are you going to go out? Are you going to go and take it quiet? How are you going to kick in 2025? I'm glad you're good. I'm good too. I'm drinking coffee, black coffee. That's good. I know. I feel like this is one year. So many strange things that I'm definitely staying in. I'm staying in. Hey, how are you, Christian? Yeah. 2025. Wow. 2025. It almost sounds like, I don't know what it's, well, it sounds like 2025. What else, right? What else? How are you doing? Hi. Hello, Golden. God, what a nice name. Golden Katori. Love your name. How's everybody doing? Are you ready for 2025? Yes, we only have 48 hours left. 48 hours and it's a new year. Hey. I'm excited. I'm going to take this, 2025. I'm just going to run with it. It's so exciting. All these things that they're planning. Spirits, chaos, adventure. Look at this. I'm going to show you a little piece that I'm working on. Just a little piece. Look at that. Sideways. This is something I'm trying out. It's to contact the spirits. That was a quick little peek. So what fabulous things are you looking forward to in 2025? Tell me. Tell us. Tell everybody. Shout it out. Hi, Angel. How are you? Hi. Hi. Now, Let's see now. 2025. 2025. Who's going to go out and like party until like dawn? Who's going to go out there and like be drunk as a skunk and take in cheers? Who's going to do that? Everybody's done that, but who's going to do it? Who's going to shout and scream 2025? Let's see, let's take this pussycat here. Ah, look at that. We have the King of Cups. Ah, the champagne. Get the champagne out. Get the champagne, right? Get the champagne out. The King of Cups. 2025. Fantastic. Oh, they have so many things planned for us, and we're going to stick to our roots. We're going to become more and more and more smarter, wiser, older, daredevils. Yes, we're going to push the envelope. We're going to kick the curve. We're going to stomp, shout, scream. Yay! Oh. Now, does anybody have anything that's particularly they want to bury? They want to bury or they want to grow out of, grow into for 2025? Does somebody want to rest the spirits and the goblins and the haunting of 2024 and surge to 2025? Who is going to be, who wants the world? The world, the wheel. Who wants to get the time moving? The time moving. Who? Am I an owl? No. Am I I'm not an owl. Of course, I think I'm a night owl. Look at these cards, are all backwards. Anyway, who? Hello. The second. Tomorrow is the second new moon this month. What do you think that means? That means that somebody. Now, is it Project Bluebeam, or is the heavens itself that is the second new moon? What do I think it means? It means that somebody or something is taking advantage of the darkness. It's going to rain where I'm high up in the mountains, and sometimes my reception is not too clear because I'm high up in the woods, high up in the mountains. And black moon, spooky. That means that something is going down. Something is being planned. That's what I think. Under the veil of darkness, the curtain of the unseen, something's happening. I would say that's somebody's up to some kind of secret mission. That's what I think. Something nefarious. Something is going down tomorrow. That's what I think it is. The second new moon. Something that the darkness is advantageous. Something's going to happen in the darkness, in the dark. A ritual, an awakening, a shuttle. Something is going to happen in the sky. How dark. Something's going to be happening in the sky. I would say that's what it means. Something. An asteroid? Nah, not an asteroid. What could it possibly? Let's take a quick read and find out what could possibly happen in this second full new moon. All right, we're going to second new moon. We won't use these pagan kitties. We'll take this deck here, and let's find out. The second new moon. What does that mean? The second new moon of month. Let's see if Spirit has any particular message to tell us. I see this card poking its head out. Let's see this one, that one, and let's see now. Second. That one. This one. Let's take this one, whatever it may be. This one's speaking to. And one more. Let's see. Okay. All right. Now we have these cards here. Let's see. Wow. Look at this. Ooh. Well, we have the Ten of Pentacles. We have Justice. And we have the Lovers. And we have the King of Pentacles. No, not the King, the Knight of Pentacles. What do I think? Somebody is feeling very comfortable. Somebody is feeling that they've got it made. Somebody is feeling that they can do no wrong. And they feel bold. They feel bold. Their pockets are filled. Their pockets have untold. Somebody's lucky. Somebody's getting lucky. Now you could say because it has the Lovers, and we have the Knight of Pentacles, that somebody's getting lucky. You could say that. The Ten of Pentacles, and we have Justice. But this sign feels like it's a little bit more than just personal gratification, personal pleasure, doesn't it? It feels a little bit more like something more than just personal pleasure, but something that has comradeship. There must be several people involved in some sort of something's being planned among people with tight lips, sealed lips that are into hearts that are joined, and their lips are sealed, and they're going to do something under that they feel is their righteousness deserves to happen. That's what I say. Somebody has something planned. Something planned. What? I don't know. But something is planned. That the lips are sealed and the hearts are joined. And they feel that they have every right to do something, to do this. To do what? To do something. Something big is going down, and they feel that they have every damn right to do what they're going to do. And it's not just this one person doing it. A whole lot of something. Look at that. The Ten of Pentacles. The Page of Pentacles. Somebody's going to be pulling off some kind of deal. Some kind of event that's going to make them a lot of dough. A lot of, maybe they're bending the law a little bit. Bending, because they can. I'll just leave it as that. Yeah, something's going down, and it's a lot of dough. It's a lot of, some deal is going down. I'll just leave it as that. Some deal is going down. That's what I say. That's what Spirit says. That's what Spirit is telling me. Some deal. So it could be some deal that they feel that they've got, like, we all know that justice is a little funky, is a little seesawy. That we won't investigate that right now because that's not the point. The point is there's a deal going down. And a few people are involved in the deal. That's what it says. Maybe we can all win something. Numbers. Is there a lotto or something like that? No. Something feels like the stock market. It feels like something more concrete than just like scratch off. But it could be a scratch off for somebody out there. If you feel lucky and you got the thing on you, what's tomorrow? Tomorrow is Monday. Monday. There's Monday. There is a drawing on Monday. Something somewhere. Or is it Tuesday? Something's going down. What? Somebody besides Ukraine is getting big money. They certainly get those checks, don't they? Those big time checks, billions and billions and billions of cash from everybody. All right, so we do know the Spirit knows the deal is going down. Now, what else? Does anybody want to have it seems righteous. I don't know. To me, when your lips are sealed and your hearts are joined, and they seem to have justice on their side. I'm not saying they have the righteousness per se. I'm saying they have the state-sponsored justice system on their side. It's a little different than justice. I mean, that I was seeing something under the cover of darkness, under the, which it could also be because New Year's Eve is coming. New Year's Eve is Tuesday. So that could be the under the cover of a big holiday, a big celebration, a big hoorah, hooray, bravo. What do you think? So I mean, that's the same thing. So I mean, there's always, you have to be a little cynical when spirit gives you certain messages that seem, especially under the darkness of the night. The darkness of the night, the stars, and all the things that have been happening in the sky, too. I mean, we have to have a light show, right? A light show. In the United States, we've been having lots of light shows. Yes. So, would you like to have a reading for some of your needs? I feel like eager to take an exploration with someone. Now, This is interesting, isn't it? Maybe where it's almost like an orbit flying around in space in the darkness, flying in space. This capsule, this container of what? And then when it lands on the surface, it goes poof. It lands. It lands in a position ready to take off. Hi, Rose. Rose. Can you donate to me? Can you? And we could explore spirit, your spirits, the spirit, my spirits, and see what. Let's end this 2024 with a shebang. Huh? What do you say? Are you lucky in love? Are you going to have a new romance, a new job, or just more of the good stuff keep coming? The good stuff that you've already accumulated, the good stuff that you need, the good stuff that you want. You want more. Of course you want more. Excuse me. I drank a little coffee and I am a chatterbox. Well, watchers are necessary. Watcher. I did a sculpture of a watcher. You would like to see it too. It's interesting. It's very interesting. Wasn't particularly, I made it out of joint compound, a stone. Oh, you lost it? Oh, terrible. Did you get it back? Where did you lose it? Where did you lose it? How about you, ESP? Now, I'm sure you have gifts. Are you clairvoyant, telepathic, or pyrokinetic? Pyro. Remote viewing. Do you do remote viewing? No, it was on the bus. On the bus. I lost something on a bus once. We won't go into it. No. Yeah. The worst thing is too is when you're in a supermarket and like you have your money and you just like Harry just want to run in there and get something and then and after you bought something you realize that oh no, I lost, like you crumble up like a $50 bill or something like that. And for someone, and if you're like harried and you're busy and you gotta go through the car, go through your bag and get out your funds to pay for your groceries, and then that little $50 bill you rolled up just falls out, and then you run back to the store and say, "Oh no, this is where I was," and you see there's nothing on the floor. Somebody had gotten your $50, and you go, "Oh no, I can't talk about it." I mean, everybody has had that happen. $20, $50, $5, whatever is dear to you at that time. And then you go, well, I just made somebody's day. I just made somebody's day. Hugs. I just made somebody's day. Well, sometimes they say when you miss something like that, somebody else, the spirits have sent it to somebody else. The spirits have. I found a wallet once, and it was on the floor. It was on the street. On the street, like somebody gotten out of their car or taxi, whatever, and the wallet must have fell out. And I picked up the wallet, and it was this thick, full of cash. And I went, oh, that's tempting. That is really tempting. But I stayed there with the wallet for about like 20 minutes, thinking that the person would automatically come back to where they were, because they would discover it after about 20 minutes at least if they lost it. And of course, sure enough, somebody came by, and I knew that he was sincere, so I gave him back his wallet, and he gave me a cute little tip, which was nice. Not that I asked for it, but it was nice of him. Now, we know something's going to be happening. Of course, something happens every day, so that's not, it doesn't take a psychic to figure that out. Where? Now, I need to find, what are the chances of you or I meeting a billionaire? How about that one? Do you need to meet a billionaire? A billionaire. And what would you do if you met a billionaire? You have projects. I know, ESP production. You have projects. Reading for yourself for cards. I don't know. Sometimes I think basically, you have to like feel the spirits around you. Feel the spirits and feel the spirits. And then you have to talk to them in your mind. Talk to them. Share your spirit energy. Share. Sometimes when you read for yourself, it's like I got like sometimes I don't like to do that. I don't like to read for myself. I like to more like have conversation with my spirits. And and also digest my spirits, and it's almost like cannibalism. No, but it's not. It's a oneness. Like here, like this piece right here. Check this out, okay? Now this one Now look at this here. This is in progress. I don't like to show things that are still in progress, but there is. All right, now what I'm trying to do, I'm making this spirit. This is a small prototype to see how it works and get some of the kinks worked out. But it's to take the spirit energy that's shimmering and crystallizing and moving. There are spirits, some spirits that they have like this phantasmagoric glitter about them. They do. It's translucent, but it glitters. And this one particular spirit I saw about a year and a half ago glittered quite a bit, and it was pretty big too. And it was coming towards me, and it was interesting. It was interesting. It was very interesting. So I kind of like to look at the spirits. Right, right. I personally think that we're in a new age of consciousness, that we will be seeing more spirits. We're able to see through more dimensions. More dimensions. Like when I read the cards, I don't like read. I look for like storylines. I look for. I mean, I don't take the cards particularly at face value. They're like a pinch. They like pinch on an image. They pinch on intuitiveness. They pinch, like, poke. They poke to me. They poke. They poke. They go like, hey, don't, I mean, seeing like if I see like certain ones, like if I'm asking a question about something and then I see like a bliss card, I can't go bliss right away if I'm seeking something that's investigative. But being that I'm my hunch, the hunch, I'm on the trail. I'm on the trail. Right? You're on the trail. I mean, the lovers doesn't mean that people are like, pounding each other's bones. Not at all. It means could be a lot of things depending on what is being sought. Not that there's nothing wrong with pounding on each other's bones. I'm not saying that. However, I'm just like being a little bit more, detailist. So, can I get a reading from anybody? Does anybody want to take the leap into the void, the leap into the future, time leap, timestamp, jump, time warp, dimensional leaping? What is 2025 going to be like for you? Or January? Now, getting back to this billionaire, it seems like when you're being led or ruled by billionaires, Trump, Musk, Ramaswamy, etc., 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 all those tech moguls, it seems as though everybody, I mean, why can't you and I meet a billionaire? And would we? And what would we do? How would it happen? If you can meet, this is no longer a millionaire, but a billionaire. Exactly. Now let's see. The chances of you or I, let's see, we're going to meet a billionaire, somebody very wealthy, someone very, very, very wealthy. We need to find someone because fate, is it fate? Draws its hand. Fate, is it fate? Let's see, who shall we meet? Who shall we meet? To do business with, to do entrepreneurship with, to do ideas with. All right. Let's one more card. This one. No, we don't. I'm gonna fix that one. Not that one. This one. All right. Now, let's see. Ooh, the sad case. Sad. Doesn't look like the sad thing. An appraisal. Ooh, the poorhouse. Ah! Be on the lookout. Ooh, this is very like, no, I don't like this. This turns me down. The chances it's not going to be happening. I don't like this. I don't like this one. However, let's see now if the work. Let me see. Let me do these pussycats. Let's see. Something less spicy. All right, let's just see if I'll find someone to work with. Someone to work with. Will you and I find someone to work with? Let's do that. We're not going to go for the billionaires. We'll go for the millionaires. Or we'll just go for someone to work with. Someone who needs some trusted. Okay, these four. Okay, now let's see. Ooh, this is much more interesting. So we're not going to meet the billionaires. None of us here. Billionaires, right, just yet. However, they're going to acknowledge the fact that, okay, we're spot on. We're solid with our skill set. We are solid with our skill set, and we are in a good place. Magician. Then we have the King of Swords. This person is able to do things. This person is able to give us something what we need, something that we all need, because we have the King of Swords, something, a pleasing news, and this news will have an untold, unexpected King Ace of Cups. This would be something good coming our way. All who are listening. And there's a little kinky to it, a little kinky of which it involves a little work, it's almost like a tongue twister, a little work, a little inside out. Inside out, I mean a little twist to it. There's a twist to it. However, the twist will make us very happy. The twist perhaps is something we actually want to do. Something that you shouldn't have so much fun doing this type of thing. Look at that. So, it looks like all who are listening could have a very good chance of having someone recognize their skill set and recognize it to the point they have a project that they would like you to do. And only you can do, and you're going to feel a little guilty about having so much fun doing it. You feel a little guilty because that's why we have the devil. We have the devil. It's work, but it's not work. It's fun work. It's career pushing. It's something that comes up. Something's coming, and it's cool. It's definitely good. There's always two sides of something. And it requires your particular skill set as well. That's cool. I like that. Magician, the King of Swords, the opportunity, the Ace of Cups. It's a two-way overwhelming opportunity. And we have a little mischief in it, a little spice, as you'd say, a little guilt, as you say, and it works out well. So, I think that 2025, January 2025, can bring somebody some bliss, some well-deserved bliss. But we're not going to meet our billionaire because that's like with step one, step two, step three. And that's probably step three, and we're not there yet. So let's just like tone it down a little bit, right? Tone it down a little bit. Now, if you would like a reading, hey, be brave. Be fun. Be fun. Be fun. Be fun. You can have fun. You can. Especially when you like maybe we're all gonna get like all become clairvoyants. All become telepathic. Then we can just have this conversation right now, quietly. So what do you say? We know something's going to happen. Something is going to happen. Something. And it's like, it's pretty good. It won't take us to like, planet Mars, but it's something that's cool. Something that's cool. Something that will make us happy. Something that is pleasing. And we could show off too. And we could show off, which is nice to show off. Hey, we're human. We like to. Everybody likes to be appreciated. And then a little on top. That's cute too. That's cute. Now, okay. I have a kitty that's eating my rubber plant, putting holes into it, making it look like a different plant. And so far, the kitty has not become sickened, which I'm glad. Maybe they're getting a toxic buildup from it. Immunity. Yeah, so I can say we're not going to make that, the big kahuna, but we'll certainly have the first layer, the second layer of archangels and lieutenants going our way. Yeah. So we just got to be organized. We just got to be organized and confident that we can do it. We can do it because it's coming. It's coming. And you know what I was thinking? The more and more that they keep on saying, AI is queen, AI is king, robots will do it. It's like, oh, please. Humans can do it. Humans. They never say that we are going to, we as a species are going to develop whole new abilities, a whole new method of talking. Like right now we're talking by going tap, 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 tap. But we don't really need to go tap, 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 tap. No, we don't. We don't. It's something that other societies have, civilizations have figured out that we don't need to go, we don't need the obvious. We don't need the obvious. It's very mysterious. I mean, that's one thing about they don't want to give us answers, but their answers are right in front of our face. The answers are right in front of our face. The answers are in our ears. I mean, and like it's kind of freaky that everything is so obvious. Like, what I was thinking? Check this out. Now, I don't want to offend anybody, but check this out. We talk, okay, so Christmas was Christmas, right? A few days ago. Now, I was just thinking of this. Now, okay. I went to Catholic school. I'm not a practicing Catholic, but I went to Catholic school as a kid. Now, listen. Now, I was always said that, okay, Mary and Joseph had the baby Jesus in a manger, right? Now the age, no, okay, so that was like, and you had a grown man and a grown woman. Now, the fact of the matter is, in the time of that period, Mary was actually about 12 years old. In reality, she was about 12 or 13 years old because that was the custom there. As soon as they had their period, they were like married off. And Joseph was not much older either. He was probably like 15 years old. These were a couple of teenagers, and they were having a baby. And then they went around to all the bourgeoisie establishments and they asked for lodgings. Of course, they didn't have much money, and she was like pregnant, okay, 9 months pregnant, flump, 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 flump. With have you been on a horse? Have any of you been on a horse? Oh, a horse and buggy. Your backside goes up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. I mean, it's uncomfortable, let alone if you had a full belly full of a child. That must be doubly uncomfortable. And then all these so-called innkeepers, these business people, these bourgeoisie, they couldn't even give that young couple a kitchen to go lie down in, a bed, a sofa. No, what do? They couldn't even give them a room because they couldn't afford it. So they said, "Oh my God, your poverty is like scaring the shit out of me." That's basically what they're saying. And then they say, "Go." When somebody took compassion. And they said, "You can go out in my barn, not manger, in my barn." And we know what's in a barn, right? The barn is full of cow poops, donkey poops, pig poops. So it stank. And you've been in a barn lately. I have. A few years ago, I had a barn. Now, that barn was like, you could see the outside. Okay. There's very few barns that are insulated. Even when you convert the barn, there's very few barns that are insulated. So what you hear is like two teenagers were like given them really bum conditions. They had to give birth in a place that smelled of animal feces. Now and then they glorify it. They glorify it. So I'm just trying to say that we have to use our reality centers. Our reality sensors as to what really happens, what's really happening around us, and stop and use a variety of language. A variety of language. We can't stop the richness. I mean, what does a manger mean to me? I mean, what is that? A feed? A trough? What do pigs eat out of those like troughs, whatever you call them? I mean, I'm not really a farm girl, but I know what a barn looks like. And I don't say, "Oh, it's out go look and get my rake and my manger." No, we're talking a barn, a cold, stinky barn. And these people, these adults who are much older than this couple, couldn't even give them a place in their own business. They couldn't even give them the lobby. They couldn't give them nothing. So and that shows you that's very telling in itself. And then some, and the whole story as it pans out. But I'm just trying to say that the language is extremely important, and the fact that we grasp the scene, the past, we grasp the fables, the stories, we grasp them in a way that makes us more like human nature. Has human nature changed? Has human nature anything? I'm not I'm not like putting down human nature. I'm just saying realistically looking at things. Realistically. And of course now they keep on you think with incense and hymns and this and that, excuse me, that it makes it different. So I'm just saying, it's like besides celebrating the birth of the Christ, it's also celebrating human behavior, and not the best human behavior either. It's crystallizing it. Yeah, I'm just trying to say that, in terms of every single thing, what really scared me one time too? It scared me just by looking. There is let's see, in prehistory, the petroglyphs. You've seen this petroglyphs with those archaic looking figures carved on stones. in caves. Well, do you know that there's caves? There's actually the same time of these archaic looking petroglyphs. There's also they made this paste of which they have hands, a bunch of hands, different hands, and they have just hands on the wall. Hands. You know, you take your hand, boom, you pack it on. And it really struck me as to the colors of the hand of the prints, using their hands as prints, and the fact that they just did this. It just feels so out of character to what I was informed of in the past. Like it just seems so modern and so they were like, there was no time of like prehistory and now. And of course, the earth is, 4.5 billion years old. It just seems that there's a whole lot of something that we're not being told about. A whole lot of something. To have something so sophisticated done for something that's supposedly so old and so modern. It was freaky just looking. Go look at it. I mean, they have like those hand paintings, those prints. It's floating around, it's buzzing around the internet, and it just gives you like, it looks like modern art. It looks like, yeah, throw off, yes. It looks like modern art. These handprints, and there's so many of them too. There's so many of them. It's almost like they had a group of people, like a colony of somewhere that was like, they landed someplace. They landed and they took immediate shelter in these caves until they could like build something, or something was being built by them for them, or they slummed it up, whatever. The same thing. I mean, it's hard to get like, art supplies and you just land someplace, but it just seemed like visitors came and they just like, I'm here. So I thought, it just gave me like an eerie feeling of like, whoa, that's what it did. Yeah. That's what it did. It just made me feel like, wow, like it was like a time journey. And I felt if I was to go over to these places where they had these cave paintings of these hands, I would like do some tripping, some remote viewing or something, time leap or something. It would be possible. It would be possible. Very possible. Well, I understand what you're saying, but the point that I'm trying to say, in like, if you're talking about Mary and Joseph, I'm just trying to on that line. I'm just trying to say that people don't change. People, just the nature of people is the same as then and is now, and I just think there should have been more compassion, like what meatheads they ran into. I'm just saying what meatheads they ran into. And then you think about their parents. Well, why would their parents let their daughter travel like that in that weather, on those circumstances? What was so important? I don't believe be counting as part of the census was all that important. Not for that kind of condition. I mean, they weren't getting any welfare checks. They weren't getting any free this or free that. No. And it was for a foreign power anyhow. Huh? That just seems like a little over the top. Especially but I mean, in terms of like overcoming, but the handprints, that is another like mind-blowing to look at it. Mind-blowing experience. I mean, I'm a visual artist, so it's kind of even more, it strikes me as like, wow. Like, wow. Ah. Yeah, it's just weird. And there's so many things that, like even in like the Yucatan in Mexico is where the artifacts of Atlantis are supposed to be. The same duplicate artifacts or history of Atlantis is supposed to be triplicated in 3 different places, and Yucatan is one of them. I think also in Egypt is another, and the third place, Bimini, Bimini, how do I say? I can't say that word for some reason. Same thing last time. I can't say this word, but it's Bimini. And those three places supposed to have the same duplicated evidence of Atlantis and the facts of what we should know. And of course, it's like you don't even talk about it because it's too much information. Too much information. Somebody just loves to keep us quiet. Keep us quiet. Keep us quiet. No. 2025, we can't keep quiet anymore. I mean, they're throwing all of a sudden, they're throwing everything in our faces with all these drones, orbs, Project Bluebeam, and, this is that, and this is that. And I mean, we have supersized, super zoomed ourselves to another level of communication. Another level of everything. I mean, and to what? They're not even sure of how to level off to the masses, to the civilizations of these different countries. How to say, we will tell you this and no more. They're not even sure. They're not even sure. They're not even sure. They're not even sure because they're afraid. I think basically they're afraid of like us, you, I, and our compatriots. They're afraid of us mind linking, and realizing that, yes, our bodies are weak and we need clothes to put on because we shiver in the cold, but there's some part of us that has some powers, some abilities. We don't have to sweat like what? Sweat. We don't have to do the standard things. We don't have to play. There's a lot of things we don't have to do. We don't have to worship somebody who is like a politician, for instance, because we don't need a leader who's going to tell us what to do. We need a representative who can make our dreams manifest itself easier because it's singular. It's singular. The needs of humanity are basically singular, right? Singular. Food, shelter, interest, knowledge. And then, of course, I don't believe in any of that, the tree of knowledge type of thing. That you'd have like a garden snake would be speaking to you and saying, oh no, you should not know these things. Do you like bitter coffee? Bitter coffee is stimulating in itself. It's an acquired taste. I still go like, it's not soda. Anyway, 2025. Countdown. Come on, people. Let's get something going. Come on. Loosen up those pocketbooks. Open up your wallets. I have 4 kitty cats to feed. They need to have more puppy kitty chow. They need fresh kitty litter. I have one more box. Not box, I mean litter box, not like bag box. One more litter box for the kitties of the world. True. Interesting. See, it makes me, when you say things like that, finding a city like that, it makes you want to go out in the backyard and just dig. I mean, I don't like to see, I don't like, worms and bugs and stuff. I mean, I appreciate them for what they do, of course. But I mean, I don't want to like touch them with my hands. And of course, the ground's all frozen now. But probably those streams, if you go in a stream, which I mean, they're constantly being eroded from the water energy. There's so many interesting things happening in our past. And yet they can only talk about prophecies. Prophecies, yes. Prophecies, yes. But we don't seem to have a vision. We don't seem to have a purpose other than just like be scared and beware. Beware, beware, beware. And it's kind of annoying to always have to hear that same message by people who are like quite well healed. Poor people beware. Rich people will tell you what to do. That kind of thing. That's annoying. Yes, work smarter. Yeah, not harder. Sometimes though, reaching people's hearts is hard work. Reaching people's minds is even harder work. Because once people get this, I think that like in terms of working, people like they have like a mileage, a distance at which they'll do something or think something or feel something. And then when you take them to the next level, even if it's a centimeter past their stretch line, their rubber band existence, we all have a rubber band existence, then they feel sort of scared. They feel traumatized. They feel like suspicious. Where is this going to take me? But in this era right now, we've even with like in the United States, for instance, we've had all this like drone activity the last 6 weeks. Now, some of us have seen these things, for years, but a lot of us haven't really seen as much activity, and we're all and it's like the comfort zone is the line in the sand is being redrawn. There's no red line in the sand right now, and that's to be decided. To be decided, the red line in the sand, and that's making a lot of people jumpy. So the air itself is jumpy. Oh, really? Uh-huh. That's nice. That's nice. That's nice. I'm making a magical item for someone, and it's interesting. It's interesting. I'm infusing it with magic as well as reflective dimensional magic. I like to make magical items. I think that like spirits like to be not only in people, but they like to jump in things. Like, have you ever taken a walk in the woods, real woods, and you notice that the different creatures, items you see in nature, the spirits probably just jumped in these things. These are like magical things, magical. Spirit infused. It could be organic and it could be inorganic. It doesn't matter. If something's like, hermit crabs, they feel, I like this. I like this. I like this. But yeah, so I'm making a magical item. It's pretty cool. I'll show you later. I'm almost finished it. I need to get some more materials, but I will. I need some more. It's wood and it's mirrors, wood and glass. I like glass a lot. I like glass and threads. I like threads too. Materials. I like materials. Period. I like stones. So did you? Did he give you the good cup that you needed? A good cup of espresso? Well, this is made with my French press. This one, this cup right here, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good one. Except I couldn't find part of my French press, so I put it through a strainer. But the coffee itself is good. It's chocolate, organic coffee. So, anyway. Is this going to be your year, ESP? Is this going to be your time, 2025? Huh? Do you feel it? This is your time. Is it your time, 2025? 2025, huh? Okay, if no one wants, where did I go? All right, ESP. If no one wants a reading, I'm going to close. I'm going to go off and do something else. So it was nice chatting. See you again. And good luck.